Hey friends, it's Michael Kostroff. If you've auditioned for a role and you didn't get cast, you might be wondering why that happened. And by the end of this video, I'm going to tell you why you weren't cast. How's that for a promise? But before we get there, I want to say that I see a lot of actors drawing the wrong conclusions about why they don't get cast. And trying to apply some sort of pattern, some sort of logic, or something that they could do differently that would change that. And this is what's known as a logical fallacy. Specifically, this is the logical fallacy of false cause. It goes like this: I didn't book the role, therefore I must have done something wrong. Or I didn't book the role, therefore there must have been something I could have done to change that. And so actors are chasing their tails, trying to figure out, what did I miss? What could I have done differently? Where did I go wrong? And it doesn't pass the logic test. If you think about the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of actors who audition for every role, from what I hear, or are submitted for every role, and then that's narrowed down to a smaller group that auditions, there's only one that gets cast. Does it therefore follow that all the other ones did a terrible job, did some stupid thing, and or made a mistake, or did something that, and each of them could have changed the outcome by doing it different, doing something different? It just doesn't make any sense, does it? Again and again, I like to remind people that the least likely outcome of an audition is a part. And that's just because of the numbers. That's just the likelihood. So if we are pulling ourselves apart and beating ourselves up or searching for the answer every time we don't get cast, we're going to be very unhappy actors because we mostly don't get cast. And that's just showbiz. And we often draw these wrong conclusions. If only I'd worn a different shirt. If only I'd prepared more. Here's why you didn't get cast. Because they picked somebody else. I know that we'd like to be able to control things more, but we can't. And you know that I'm telling you the truth. They picked someone else. I mean, I see actors make the same mistake with the reasons they got picked. They said, I wore a white shirt, got the part. It wasn't the white shirt. They picked you. That's why you got the part. They don't know. Is casting always done correctly or well? No. So it's not even the best actor. They just pick. They pick someone, and that's how you get a part. And most of the time you don't. And I know that sounds terribly discouraging in this era of positive thinking and believe in yourself and envision it and all that shit. But the reality is you can't make them pick you, and it's subjective. Somebody picks you or they don't. So I'm asking you, for the sake of your own mental health and your own happiness in your life as an actor, when you don't get cast, nothing's gone wrong. Nothing's gone wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. You just weren't the person they picked. And had you worn a different shirt, or, emphasized a different word, or, arched your eyebrow, or brought in props, or not brought in props, or, had better lighting, they wouldn't have picked you, because they were going to pick somebody else on this one. So I hope that you will banish this logical fallacy from your thinking and stop barking up that tree of trying to figure out what went wrong. The answer is nothing. Nothing went wrong. They just didn't pick you, and that's that. That's not to say that we don't work to become better actors. Of course we do. And better auditioners and all of that stuff. But I think you will really drive yourself crazy if every time you don't book a job, you are searching for the answer of why. There's no why. Other than this, they didn't pick you. Have I said that enough in this video? I'm particularly bringing this up this week because a lot of the actors I coach and teach, I hear them say this. I guess I blew it. No, you may very well have been one of the ones oh, that's a good, yeah, that's a possibility, and then just didn't pick you. So maybe you'll just teach yourself to figure that you were one of the many great choices that they had, and then that's all. That's all. What do you think about this? Leave me your comments. I always like to read them. I always respond, or I at least read them all, and often respond. And do share these videos with people. I do them for our tribe, just, these little weekly perks to get us thinking about different things. Sometimes acting technique, sometimes career shit, sometimes mental shit. And I'm delighted because I hear from you all, and you say that these are helpful, and that's really, really nice to know. Thanks for letting me come into your world this day, and I will be back with more thoughts next week. Bye. Stop doing that. Stop questioning yourself about the auditions. It went fine. They just didn't pick you. I'll see you next week. Bye.